Chrisley helps Savannah with Thanksgiving meal. This will be Chrisley's second Thanksgiving behind bars, but those closest to her will still feel her presence. She is helping her daughter, Savannah Chrisley, with their holiday meal, but how is that possible? Keep reading to find out what part Julie will be playing in the festivities. Chrisley helps Savannah with Thanksgiving meal. It has been nearly 2 years since Todd and Julie Chrisley headed off to their respective prisons. Todd is serving his time in Pensacola, whereas Julie is in Kentucky. This has been quite a struggle for the couple who has limited communication. They must rely on their daughter, Savannah Chrisley, to relay love messages when she speaks to her parents. She has spoken out on the atrocious living conditions her parents have been subjected to, especially Todd. The holidays only amplify the fact that this is not a short-term situation. Last year, Nanny Faye Chrisley was visiting friends in Florida, so she went to see Todd on Thanksgiving. In the blink of an eye, the holiday has rolled around, and Savannah is in charge of everything. She wanted to keep the traditions alive as much as she could. So when she visited Julie recently, she was able to get some help from her mother and shared it on her Instagram. Rather than cracking open a recipe book or searching online, Savannah had Julie write down all she needed to know to make the perfect homemade holiday meal. Julie Chrisley wrote down a whole menu for Savannah, which included several pasta dishes and a salad. There were also desserts, and then she added all of the ingredients necessary. Last but not least, Julie added in the exact type of paper plates her daughter should purchase. This may not be the typical turkey and mashed potatoes, but it does look like a feast. Now Savannah Chrisley can have her mother at her holiday meal and pay homage to her in a very special way. Sad and disheartening news. Julie Chrisley had her resentencing, and it did not go the way that anyone in the family had hoped. In fact, her probation was extended by 2 years, which blew Savannah Chrisley and her followers away. She addressed it on her Unlocked podcast, as she often gives prison updates. It did not seem fair that this would happen with no rhyme or reason, and some fans agreed. Is there a way for this judge to be removed? Keep fighting, Savannah. That's ridiculous when people who murder people are walking around free. Of course, not everyone cared and felt that the family should face the consequences of their actions. Regardless, Savannah will keep fighting for her parents and won't back down. Until then, she will have a lovely holiday meal courtesy of Julie. Thanksgiving in the Chrisley household was never just a meal. It was a spectacle. This year, however, things felt different. Julie Chrisley, the matriarch known for her calm demeanor and culinary prowess, was back at the helm in the kitchen after a whirlwind year of family challenges. And Savannah, her independent, style-savvy daughter, decided it was time to step up and learn the ropes of preparing a Thanksgiving feast. "I want to make this year special, Mama," Savannah had said with a determined twinkle in her eye. "I want to learn from the best." Julie, a woman who never shied away from an opportunity to pass on tradition, smiled warmly. "Well, honey, you've come to the right place. Let's roll up our sleeves." Morning magic. The prep begins. The day started early, as it always did on Thanksgiving. Julie had meticulously planned the menu, a medley of classic Southern dishes, and a few surprises to keep things fresh. From roasted turkey with sage butter to a decadent pecan pie, everything was designed to wow the family. Savannah walked into the kitchen, wearing an apron that read, "Caution. Amateur chef at work." Julie chuckled. "That's cute, but by the end of the day, we're upgrading you to sous chef." They started with the turkey, the piece de resistance of any Thanksgiving table. Julie showed Savannah how to prepare the herb-infused butter. The fragrant blend of sage, rosemary, and thyme filled the kitchen as Savannah tentatively massaged the butter under the turkey skin. "Don't be afraid to get in there. Julie coached. "This turkey isn't going to bite you." "Easy for you to say, Mom," Savannah laughed, her fingers coated in butter. "You make it look so effortless." Julie smiled. "That's years of practice, sweetheart. The key is confidence. If you believe it'll taste good, it will." Pie lessons and family stories. Next came the pies. Julie handed Savannah a rolling pin and a bowl of chilled dough. Making pie crust is an art. You want it flaky but strong enough to hold the filling. Savannah rolled out the dough, trying to channel her mother's precision. Julie gently corrected her technique, and as they worked, they began to chat about holidays past. "Remember that year Grayson decided to carve the turkey with a toy sword?" Julie said, laughing at the memory. "Oh my gosh, yes," Savannah giggled. "Dad was so proud, and you were horrified." "That's because I spent all day making that turkey perfect, and he was hacking at it like a pirate," Julie said, shaking her head. "But that's what Thanksgiving is about, the chaos and the love." The laughter grew as Savannah carefully poured pecan filling into the crust. "You know, Mama," she said, "these little moments, they're what I'm most thankful for." Crisis in the kitchen. Just as the kitchen was humming along, disaster struck. The sweet potato casserole, a staple on the Chrisley Thanksgiving table, was accidentally seasoned with salt instead of sugar. Savannah, the culprit, looked horrified as Julie tasted it. "Oh no, Mom, I ruined it." Julie took a deep breath. "Savannah, cooking is like life. Sometimes you mess up, but there's always a way to fix it." She grabbed some fresh sweet potatoes and started peeling. "We'll whip up a new batch. Besides, now you know to double-check the labels." As they worked, Savannah watched her mom's unflappable calm. "How do you do it, Mom? Stay so cool under pressure." Julie smiled. "Experience, baby girl, and a lot of prayer." A feast to remember. By mid-afternoon, the kitchen was filled with the tantalizing aromas of Thanksgiving. Julie's cornbread dressing was golden and fragrant, Savannah's pecan pie was cooling on the counter, and the turkey glistened like a magazine cover. The family began to gather in the dining room. Todd, with his signature flair, had insisted on decorating the table himself, turning it into a Pinterest-worthy display. Grayson and Chloe darted in and out of the kitchen, sneaking tastes of Julie's candied pecans. Savannah carried the turkey to the table, beaming with pride. "Don't drop it," Julie teased, following with a bowl of cranberry sauce. As everyone sat down, Todd raised his glass for a toast. "To my beautiful wife and daughter, who worked tirelessly to give us this incredible meal. And to all of us for being together through thick and thin." Passing the torch. Later that evening, after the dishes were cleared and the family had settled into a food coma, Savannah and Julie sat together in the now quiet kitchen. "You know, Mom," Savannah began, "I didn't realize how much goes into this. It's not just about the cooking, it's about the love and effort you put into every detail." Julie placed a hand on her daughter's. "That's exactly it, Savannah. Thanksgiving isn't just a meal. It's a way of saying, I love you without words." Savannah smiled. "Well, I think I'm ready to take the lead next year. You've taught me well." Julie beamed with pride. "I'll hold you to that. But don't think you're getting rid of me completely. I'll be right here to supervise." The two women sat together, sipping tea and basking in the satisfaction of a job well done. The Chrisley Thanksgiving had been saved, thanks to Julie's expertise and Savannah's willingness to learn. And in the process, they'd created memories to last a lifetime. As they turned out the kitchen lights, Julie hugged Savannah. "Happy Thanksgiving, sweetheart. You did good." "Happy Thanksgiving, Mom," Savannah replied. "I had the best teacher."